all diets, 95% of them actually fail. Okay, I'm not just making this stuff up. This is from livestrong.com. If you want to be not in that 95%, if you want to increase your odds at having, like, being successful this time around, losing weight, then this video is for you. Hey guys, my name's Corinne. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I help women lose weight and keep it off. I went through my own weight loss journey, losing 70 pounds, and after yo-yoing many times in my life, I have finally figured out the solution of how to lose weight and keep it off, okay? So I'm one of those 5%, right, that they were successful in dieting. And I wanted to talk about today, like, why do that 95% of people fail, right? Well, I feel like this is actually really easy. If you have never ridden a bike, okay, and you expected to get on the bike very first time and just go with it, you most likely are going to fall off the bike, right? You're going to get frustrated, you're going to get annoyed, you're going to see other people riding bikes and being like, oh my gosh, it looks so easy, why can't I do that, right? This is just like even with riding, like driving a car, learning a new musical instrument, like anything that requires some sort of practice, right? Anything that you can't just immediately be good at, right? People expect that, like, that's how it's going to work with dieting is, oh, well, I'm just going to change the way I eat. I'm going to, like, not even just what I eat, the times I eat, okay? I'm going to eat different types of foods. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week or work out 5 times a week. And I'm going to start taking vitamins. I'm going to work on taking supplements. I'm going to stop drinking coffee. Oh, I'm also going to reduce how much alcohol I drink. I'm going to try to get more steps in. What else can I work on? Like, it's, getting more sleep. Like, the list goes on, and it's overwhelming. Like, and people enter into weight loss programs thinking, like, it's like a light switch. They're going to say, okay, Sunday, tomorrow is Monday, and I'm going to start my workout program, my weight loss program, my whatever program, okay? I'm going to start tomorrow, I'm going to go on keto. Start tomorrow, I'm going to intermittent fasting. They're going from, like, light, like one side of the spectrum to the other overnight, and they think that they're going to be able to stick with it. And it's not, you can't. It's too much. It's too overwhelming to try to change too many things at once, okay? So if you've been on my channel before, all right, these are my flashcards, right? Flashcards, okay? And this comes off of the concept of cognitive behavioral therapy, where basically you use the flashcards and the repetition to change your mindset so that you can then, create healthy habits, right? So one of the very first things that when I was going through, like, my weight loss journey, I actually did not start tracking any sort of, like, macros, calories, nothing until I had, like, 10 pounds left to lose, okay? So from, like, 0 to 60 pounds, I did not track anything. And all I did was focus on little lifestyle changes that slowly progressed, right? It's kind of like habit stacking, where you just work on one habit at a time. So you have one habit, you do that one well, okay, this one's easy, let's work on the next habit. Okay, you do that one well, okay, it's easy, let's work on the next habit, and so on. And I used my flashcards, okay, to build those habits, right? The flashcards are so great because you're not on your phone, you're not getting distracted, you're not getting with the dings. I've tried doing, like, fitness apps, right? Like the MyFitnessPal. I used Trainerize when I had, like, a coach at one point. None of them really worked for me because I would go onto my app to be like, okay, I gotta log my food for today. Wait, what was I doing again? Squirrel, Instagram, Facebook, an email. And then I was like, oh wait, what did I even eat? Like, it was too much. So using the flashcards, right, I worked on little micro steps, okay? And I was able to be fully focused in those things. And by doing this more of a slow and steady race, instead of, like, I'm going to start this diet and I'm going to go immediately to losing weight, this is the big thing that made a difference for me, okay? Is I worked on my mindset first, and then once my mindset, and I had developed healthy habits, once that had happened, then I started changing, like, my meal plan, working on what I was going to eat every day, working on just working out. Like I just advanced over time, right? So what are these healthy habits I did, right? So I'm going to go through just some of them. The first one is that I weigh myself every day. Some people are like, no, you should never weigh yourself every day, only once a week, you should only do it this time, blah, blah, blah. If you ate the same snack every single day, you'd get sick of it, right? You'd be like, oh, I'm so sick of these already, right? And that's what I felt like with weighing myself every day. Sometimes people are like, well, you shouldn't weigh yourself every day because you're going to get too obsessed with the scale. You know how not to get obsessed with it? You force yourself to see it every morning, and then you're no longer obsessed. Like the number's just a number. It's like measuring your height. Yep, I'm still 5'5" today. Like it's crazy, but doing the opposite actually made me less stressed about the weight. Okay, so I weigh myself every day. When I get up, I plan out what I'm going to eat for the day. And you might be thinking like, wait, you just told me you didn't do any meal planning, meal prepping, whatever. I didn't. I would literally write coffee with creamer. Like breakfast, eggs and bacon. I didn't have portion sizes. Maybe sometimes I'd be like 2 slices of bacon or like 2 eggs, but I didn't put like calories or macros or any of those things in the beginning, okay? The point was more the discipline of this is what I plan to eat. Whether I plan to eat like 2 slices of pepperoni pizza and have like 5 beers, whatever, it didn't matter. The point was I planned what I was going to eat and I was going to stick to the plan and be disciplined, right? So I planned what I was going to eat every day. I increased drinking water because naturally, like with water, you're going to just feel less full, right? I started doing unplanned exercise every day. So that means like instead of taking the elevator, I would take the stairs, right? I would try to park further away from the store instead of parking like near the store. Okay, I learned to stop eating quickly, right? So that's another one. Like, have you ever eaten something and you're like, you just like gobble it all down and then you're like, oh, I forgot I ate, like, right? So I stopped doing that. I started eating very slowly so I would enjoy my meals, like every single bite. Okay? And then on top of that, I stopped taking seconds. I don't know about anybody else, but like I was brought up like clean plate club. If you're not hungry, go get more. Like you eat what's on your plate, like all of those sort of things as a child. And now, like, if I'm full, I stop eating. It doesn't matter if there's food on my plate or not, right? So that was a habit I really had to get over. I also switched to just using, like, little kid-sized plates in the beginning instead of, like, the giant, adult plates, right? But all these things I'm explaining, none of this stuff is, like, crazy rocket science, right? It's habits you build on little by little so that you can you can make these shifts in your mind. And once all of these little habits become easy, then reducing your caloric intake, tracking your macros, all those things become so much easier because you've already learned how to be disciplined and follow the meal plan that you set. You've already learned that you're going to do unplanned exercise. You've already learned how to eat slower so that when you start reducing your caloric intake, it's no big deal because you're full regardless because you learn to eat slower and really take all that food in. You've already learned to stop taking seconds, right? When you feel like, oh, I really could eat more and you're at that calorie deficit, you've already learned how to not do that anymore and be disciplined to not do it anymore, okay? So you're seeing like trend here. It's almost really about training your brain and strengthening your discipline muscle. And every single day that you strengthen your discipline muscle, the more and more your self-confidence grows. And it's all through, which is like, it's through index cards, which is just crazy because it's just an index card. Like you can get these for like $1.99 at Walmart, right? So if you're interested in more, I have a little guide that I will drop down below this video. You can get it. It comes with, I think like a set of like 10 or 12 index cards to get you started. But yeah, it sounds crazy, silly, stupid, like simple, stupid, but usually most things that like give you the most success it's like that whole KISS mentality of keep it simple, sweetie. Keep it, yeah, that one, right? So don't be a part of the 95% and work on your mindset first so you can be a successful weight losser. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. It helps me know which content you like the most so I can keep creating stuff that will be helpful to you.